when people walk by that park and see his name on the plaque there, they should think of him in reverential terms. Buildings were being burned down by unscrupulous landlords. The city had shut down firehouses, shut down police precincts, stopped ambulance service. The borough, particularly in the south, was imploding.
And among the rubble, we started cleaning up this playground, so that the people and the children of the community had a place to go, besides all the destruction that was all around us. As we found out about how this place was redlined and the politicians gave up on us.
He used to come before school and pick up crack vials so the kids wouldn't see that.
Eso era 7 días a la semana, como ustedes sepan, y eso es otro trabajo, las peleas con gente del municipio, el esfuerzo era inmenso, pero obviamente nunca cobró por ese trabajo, ¿entiendes? Eso fue una cosa que él lo hizo por el amor que le tenía a esa vecindad. No era fácil, yo vi peleas allí por proteger ese parque. Ahora no era un señor grande, era mediano, flaquito, pero cuando alguien hacía algo que no tenía que hacer en el parque, aparecía una persona de 7 pies.
You see all this devastation around you in the South Bronx, but at the same time, the culture is keeping us alive. Like every night during the summer months, you would hear the sound of Cuban rumba.
Started, it was Eddie had this box truck, and we went from different playgrounds taking the garbage cans.
Yeah. Okay, that was our Quinones mindset. He was saying we're gonna turn our hats backwards and become rebels. And that's what we did. We started doing the things our own way, and they would get angry at us, but there wasn't much they could do. It was the only blue park in New York City. And the Parks Department would say, why are you painting if we got union painters? And they would argue with us. They would come and change it because they would leave at 3. Today being Saturday, May 25th, we got 44 years of 52 People of Progress that Al founded this organization.
52 People for Progress. And every year I would send guys there $10 voucher, the $10 so that we could keep the park running.
And our children were little.
Yeah.
So we made an effort because we didn't want our children to be in the park having a glass stuck on them or, and drug paraphernalia all over the place. We made it a safe place for our children.
That's right.
And from there on,
It grew.
it grew.
Medina was instrumental in helping him start the organization.
Vicky was really the one who hooked us up to networking with all the outreach from other organizations such as Operation Green Thumb, Green Gorillas, community boards, Andrea,
Yes.
Iris Rodriguez. Oh my God. She was a person who already had her own organization in her area, which I believe was the Lower East Side. And she really giving her the blueprints on how to go about organizing. And from there, we shot.
Al had the vision to create this oasis of culture through music to give people hope.
So the school you see behind me, MS 52, played a role in the naming of 52 People of Progress because of all the musicians that came out of 52. From Ray Barreto to the Palmieri brothers, to Bobby Valentin, Lando Morin, Joe Quijano, Ray Cohen. A lot of them passed, but they went to this school.
Me acuerdo como para el 1980, 81, él me encomienda a mí a traer música una noche. O sea que hoy en día son músicos conocidos, pero esa gente tocaron allí cuando ese parque no se parecía a nada como está ahora.
You had to show Al that your band was good enough to play in our stage. Otherwise, you were not.
Before the councilman took it over, we did about 220 concerts.
Every Wednesday it was like Fiesta Patronales in the Bronx.
I've been privileged to play all over the world. But when people ask me, what's the greatest place you've ever played at? There's a small stage in the South Bronx, and that little stage is probably the greatest stage I've played at.
Pero cuando yo me a Puerto Rico, que él me llamaba y me pedía consejos a nivel de lo que era la música y el negocio de la música, o sea, éramos nosotros pidiendo favores, porque volvemos a lo mismo, un parque pequeño y no teníamos los fondos para eso.
Ustedes me hicieron hasta cantar a mí. Mira, yo cantando con la orquesta.
Mike Amadeo is our primary godfather. We were short in paying a musician or a performer or a group. He would come through for us.
Just this year,
Yeah,
we had half the gun combo on stage.
exactly. He was the
They
one
were in
that,
Madison Square Garden, but they came here first, right?
because Amadeo.
Imagínate, ahí tocó un toque clásico, ahí tocó Tito Nieves, Bobby Allende, Richie Bastal, Gaco, Manny Oquendo con el Conjunto Libre, Eddie Palmieri, Charlie Palmieri, Orlando Marín. Ese parque es mucho más importante de lo que ustedes se creen.
Music for us in our community is life. For us, music is our medicine. And while all this death is around us, or the images of that, Al gave us life.
Ay, mijo, aquí salió Willy Colón, de aquí salió
Los hermanos Moreno.
los hermanos Moreno, Johnny Rivera, so many. Eddie Montaro was also very instrumental in giving us a lot of music. He would come and play all the time. Whenever Al needed him, he would say yeah. And they all came to this pond.
The park has been renovated twice since Al took over because he demanded it. He had to go to all the politicians to renovate the park because the first time they did a choppy job and he demanded that they redo it again. So when Al used to go get on Castro, he was the Parks Commissioner, Bronx Parks Commissioner, they would send Iris to calm him down. And when he saw Iris, he knew he got through to them. So he knew I got what I wanted. So I got my word across so they understand me. Because now Iris is here to tell me whatever they need to say.
Al was very passionate about talking to the local elected officials, to the borough presidents, to the council members, to the state officials, to everyone knew 52 Park and everyone knew Al Quinones.
When Giuliani was trying to close down open space and gardens, the mayor decided that he was just gonna bulldoze them. We got handcuffed side by side. To this day, we still have 2 community gardens adjacent to the playground.
Having pride in the neighborhood that he had grown up in, seeing it was devastated, and dealing with politicians who didn't give a damn at the time, and he made them wake up.
They were frightened about. Al would be in their face and demand that we get the same benefits as everybody else.
Oh, we didn't do politics.
We didn't do politics at all.
Yeah, we didn't do
We
politics.
didn't let no one go on the stage.
We always felt like we was neglected, yeah. And we didn't want politicians taking credit for something they're not doing.
Yeah, we ran it. Yeah, electricity, everything. We had the theater made twice.
We did not want to be in the politics. But at the bottom line, it all comes down to that. That's something that we understood. That Albert was totally against it. Well, actually, that's probably when all the politics started to come into play, when they started giving us grants.
The one politician that we're close with is Councilman Salamanca, who used to be the district manager at our community board too. Of course, they would bump heads, because Al bump heads with everybody in a place of power, of authority. But Salamanca knew how to talk to him and knew where Al was coming from, because Salamanca grew up in the neighborhood.
We're still celebrating. We're still hanging back to Salamanca, putting on our concerts.
Yeah.
We're still doing a lot of great things here. We're less active now.
Oh, yeah.
Way less
Because
active.
everything is
Everybody's a little
done.
Everybody gets up with trips and backache and neck pain and neck. Oh, we're looking to recruit the young, but I don't know. They're not coming.
Because when we started renovating the park, and when we sit down to come up with Thanksgiving, we know that Al was part of that. So he got most of the stuff that he asked for. He already had the stroke. He already had the aneurysm, so he couldn't be there physically because he was in long-term rehab. So whenever we were sitting having a meeting, we would go back to him and he would let us know what his ideas were, and we would bring it back to the design team.
When he first went into the hospital,
Everybody gave him love.
everybody did.
Oh, and for his birthday? Oh, my. It was standing room only.
What a bitch.
The nurses and the doctors were not happy that they thought he was the mayor.
This is how he lost his eyesight, guarding this garbage.
Ran into a branch, ran into his eye.
But he was very dedicated, not only to the garden, but to the park and the other garden there on the other side.
And this is it, and we take care of it like
Baby.
it's my baby, and it's hard.
You have to remember, we used to call this place the Bronx is burning. Now the Bronx has become. People realize that if we don't get together, we're not going to build a community. But this is what we have now.
Then he passed in 2019. Salamanca after that, he even promised to Al that he would keep his legacy going. And it has. So today the park is packed. You got kids skating in the skate park, you have kids in the water, you have kids in the playground, and that was his vision. This is what he wanted to see in our playground. Even from his sick bed, he got most of what he wanted.
Nosotros somos el Bronx.
Ladies and gentlemen, por favor, un aplauso for 52 people.